welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today I wanted to sort of get ready because I want to make a sort of another no-sew journal, but it probably won't be in one sort of like video after another, because I want to do videos in between where I'm making embellishments to go in it, and little pockets and things like that. I made these the other day as well, which I thought would be nice to go in there, which are just like little double pockets. I've got a little pocket there and a little pocket there, so I've made some of those, but I just want to sort of like you know, show you. I've got some new papers as well, so which I want to show you, which I want to be sort of like incorporate in the journal as well. I've got some bits and pieces here. I've got old pages. I've got some coffee and tea stain paper. I've got a little bit of sort of like harder, I think I did this on 200 GSM paper, which is nice because it's a nice sort of like sturdier one. I've got this lovely music paper, which is very old as well, which is just beautiful, and I love this. And so just some paper. So I've sort of like gathered up a few bits and pieces to pop in it, but I wanted to just quickly show you this paper as well. And this is the cover I did. Now I did this cover with the my lovely YouTube members, the pink butterflies, and I did this in a video with them, and this is what I would like to do on the use as the front cover of my journal. Now these are some freebies I gave away for my members, so I'm going to use those as well in there, which I think are beautiful because they're on the same sort of theme as the encyclopedia papers that I've been doing, which are beautiful. So that's that one. So this is going to be the cover, and I've made this on a little book, which was a sort of like a French grammar book, which I think is lovely. So that's the base I'm going to do. I'm going to pop that to the one side because I just want to show you these papers because these sort of like go really well. I want it to be sort of pretty and flowery and sort of like magical. So there's going to be lots of lovely bits and pieces in there. Now this paper is called, let me have a look, it's called Pansy and Rose papers, because I just think they are just beautiful. I wanted something a little bit brighter. I wanted to use some you know, flowers and pansies because I love pansies, and you don't see many of them around. So I have printed on the back of these, but you get 10 pages I think, so I'm just going to give a quick flip through, but they're beautifully bright, and just lovely, really lovely. I'm loving them. So just a quick flip through because I want to cut these out and get them ready, but they are just lovely. So it's got a bit of a script in there. We've got, you know, a mix of flowers as well, not just some daisies. We've got sort of like carnations at the back as well, not daisies, pansies and roses. But look at that, just beautiful, loving them. So beautiful. And then I've just taken some fussy cuts as well, just so that we've got something to embellish with. So we've got 2 pages of roses like that, which are just gorgeous. So I've sort of like done a little bunch of them like that, and then we've got some beautiful pansies as well, which I love. So there we go. So I'm going to cut these out. I did print on the back of these, and I printed on the back with the same papers, so they are just doubly yummy on there. So they're good. So those bits are all done. So what I'm going to do, oh, I've also got some of my washi tape. So this is from Journal Say, and I'm just loving that one. This is the little tiny little flower ones, which are nice. These are just little individual flower stickers, oops, which are lovely. So I'm going to use those. It's like washi tape. This has got some flowers on it, so it's going to be pretty flowery, this one. This one's got some lot of sort of like flowery words on there, and I've just got some of these. This is from Journal Say. This is just a little bit of ephemera in there. What else have I got? Oh, and also got my the flowery ones of the like encyclopedia ones. And I'm going to use these as well. And this is what the washi tape came in, but I quite like sort of like this bit. I thought I'd start cutting up little bits of, you know, the boxes that things come in, and use a little bit more recycling, because like I mentioned before, in Portugal we don't get lots of junk mail, so we don't get anything in the post, so I don't really have anything to use like that, but I need to start using up a little bit and recycle, so I'm going to use some packaging. So guys, we'll be back in a minute. I'm going to cut these out. I'm going to fussy cut these out so they're all ready, and then we will get started on just doing just a few pages and maybe some sort of embellishment. So I will be back in 2 seconds. Okay guys, so I have cut the pieces out, the papers out, and I've fussy cut all of the lovely embellishment bits, all the lovely flowers. Oh, just love them. These beautiful pansies, they look so lovely. I cut right to the edge on these, but on the, they do have like a border, so if you didn't want to cut to the edge, you don't have to. So on the pansies, I cut right to the edge, but on the roses, I left a little border, but I don't know, I might go in there again and cut right to the edge, because I absolutely love the way these have turned out, the way I've cut them right to the edge. So we shall see, but they look great. I folded a couple of these pieces of paper just to get a little bit of an idea of what I'm going to do. Now this is, like I said, what I made with the members. I left this open so I could sort of like tuck and make a spine. I'll pop a video down of one of the, I've made a no-sew spine one. Well, actually I've made a couple, and all as I did with this one, I've taken the piece of paper, loving that I've printed on both sides. I folded it in half, and then I've just folded a little bit over like this, just so that little bit will sort of slot into here like that. And I did have my little clips, because I just wanted, before I actually stick it down or do anything, I was just gonna clip those, if I can, in like that, so that would sort of open up this way. Do you know what I mean? I'm hoping. But once these clips, those clips, they didn't quite work. So that would be in there, so it would open up like that. That's better, isn't it? So I think I will cut the top of this a little bit off. That folds in. I will work with that, but first of all, I think I need to just make that a little bit smaller. But I would like to just, instead of cutting it, I need to sort of like rip it. But finding my ruler, where is that gone? So organised, there it is, hiding in there. Let's take this. Now I'm not really bothered about it being tidy, because this is a bit of a, going to be like a little bit of a scruffier one, because I think they look quite nice when they're a little bit scruffy. I did sort of like grunge this end up like this, and I just sort of like did a little bit of ink on there like that. Just give it a little bit of a sort of a distress, really, isn't it, more than anything. Quite liking that piece there, that's fine. Love it. Okay, what did I do with it? Here it is. I'm going to keep all my little bits. Now, before I actually stick that on, I did grunge this little corner, but I don't really want to ink all of it, if you know what I mean. And then this is going to, as I'm doing it, I'm just making it up as I go along, because I think it's a little bit easier for me. So that will go wrap around. When I've had a couple more layers in there, I'll wrap that round and stick it. and that comes out. So what I might do is just get a little bit of glue. What should we use? I'm just going to use this, which is my tacky glue in here. This way round, isn't it? So pop some tacky glue on there. I don't want to make these too complicated. Now you can go extremely complicated on this, but to put the actual sort of like papers in, I don't want it to be too complicated. I will make sort of like pockets and things like that to go in it as well. One I've sort of like got a bit of the basic down. So let's just pop that on there. Hold that down. Oops. Like that. Perfect. Put that at the top so it doesn't bang on the desk. There we go. Lovely. So then that opens up like that. Loving this. Oh, I do like the pansies on there. They're beautiful, aren't they? So I'd like a little pocket, but I was just thinking, I quite like a sort of daisy, not a daisy. I keep calling them daisies. I don't know why. A little pansy on the front. What's that one? Look at that. Doesn't that look nice? Gosh, can you hear that ambulance? Oh, I think it's a fire engine actually. Look at those. I think that just looks beautiful, doesn't it? But I would like something underneath it. I have got a little bit of this sort of tawny netting stuff. I've got a little bit of pink, and I've got a little bit of this sort of shiny to make like a little clustery thing. Let's just chop a little bit of this off. Let's chop a little bit of this one off. And I've got a little bit of pink on here. Which, not that you can really see a lot of difference in them. I can. Well, you can when they're sort of like rolled up like that. Thread. I just want to see if it's sort of, oh yeah, it does. They sort of like stretch and rip because I don't want it flat. This has got a lovely little sparkle to it. Anyway, so if you just sort of like stretch it, I might be able to just rip it a little bit. There we go. Then you get rid of that sort of like flatness of it if you don't want that, and then you can just sort of wrinkle that up. Oh, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? Then sort of like pop, which way round do they go? Like that. That's what I mean, so that looks really nice, doesn't it? If I could put some of this. So I know this tawny stuff rips and stretches. It's quite nice. There we go. Oh, I should have put my glue gun on. Actually, I don't think it's plugged in. Should we put that like that? And put that on the top. Now, I don't think I will stick that down. I'm just going to put my glue gun on. 2 seconds. There we go. I can't reach my plug. It's the other side of my desk. Right, what I'm going to do, let's just make a couple of these actually, because I think these will look nice in the journal. Don't think I'll stick it on the front yet, but just scrunching these up like that. A little bit of this one scrunched up as well. I wonder if I could actually just sort of staple that. Do you think I could staple? If my stapler will work. There we go. There we go. Can you see? It's just like a little scrunchy mess basically, and then we'll just glue that onto there. I think maybe one. Yeah, and then I'm going to just glue gun that onto there. Which way round? Does it go that way? Like that. Oh, I'm going to make a couple of these actually. Let's make a couple. Let's take a little bit more of this. That's a very simple little embellishment, isn't it? So this is just very cheap stuff that I got from my little Chinese shop down the road, which is great because it comes on these big rolls. I know you can get it off Amazon and stuff. I'll pop a little link to some of the bits that I'm using anyway under the video. But I just wanted to sort of start this journal off, and then every now and again just, you know, do a little, add a little bit more. I'm away next week, so I probably won't put many videos out, or whether I've got any at all to put out. I've had such a, you know, busy summer that I haven't really sort of done a lot, have I? But after we come back from the UK, I will be back on it. I will be back on it. Here we go. So that's just like a little scrunched up bit. Oh, I'm liking these. They're very, very simple, but very lovely. Let's just take a little bit. I've been wanting to do these pansies for a long time, but you know, I put it off for so long, and then I thought they would look so lovely in this journal that we did it. We did it in the end. Look, I'm just ripping that up. Not sure whether you can actually see that. I'm going to put that on there. Just put that on the top. And then staple it. I'm not worried about the staple because it will be covered up with the daisy. I'll open that right up. There we go. Not the daisy. I don't know why I keep calling them daisies. Pansies. They're pansies. So that one goes with that one. Shall we have a beautiful yellow one on there? Look at that. I think that looks just so lovely, doesn't it? Probably make that into like a little paper clip as well. Okay, let's just make one more while my glue gun is just heating up, and then I will have 3 of them ready to go. Oops. Whoopsie daisy. Let's put those to the side. Oh, I've got a little bit of stuff there. There we go. Oh, I do like this stuff. Sometimes it's quite difficult when you look at things like this, you wonder what you're going to make with it. I do like to have this in my little stash of ribbon and bits like that, because it's got like a little bit of shine to it, not major. It's got a little bit of shine. It's quite nice, isn't it? When you want a little bit of sparkle. And we all like a little bit of sparkle here and there, don't we? Okay, that's pretty good. Oops. Let's just scrunch that up. I've got a little bit of tulle there. Pop that one in. Take this. There we go. Fabulous. Which one shall we put on here? The nice thing about digital products is you're not worried about using them up because you can always print some more off. I just need another single one. I've got that one. Let's have a little peek. Or I suppose I could do a rose or a nice big dark purple one. I should do a rose. Oh, that looks quite nice, doesn't it? Or maybe I'll do a rose instead. Let's pop those over there. Okay, I'm going to use the glue gun. I'm just going to, oops, pop a little bit of glue just there. Oh, just knocked my stand on the floor. Because I've got too much stuff on my table at the moment. There we go. Look at that. Fab. simple, really simple. And that can just either go on the front. I'll do all of them. So you can just fold that little bit in if you don't want all of it sticking out. Let's do this one. Little bit of glue. I want to try and get back into doing sort of like a few little more basic-y bits like this. Because I have said before, we get so carried away with trying to make big fancy things that we lose our simple ones, and sometimes simple is good, isn't it? Just a nice simple little embellishment. Look at that. That would be quite nice actually or this one on like a little wedding card. Fabulous, love them. Look how easy that is. I'm going to pop those to the side. Well, I'm actually going to pop them in my little box here with all my bits and pieces. This actually came off the book cover. And I just think that's really nice, isn't it? So I would like to incorporate that into the book as well. Okay, so now those have been done. That's stuck on there, so that's nice and dry. That will open up. What should we do with this bit? I need to fold that in because we will need to add another page to here. And that just overlaps just a little bit too much. Actually, I might go this way because I do love my pansies at the moment. Pansy phase. Going through a pansy phase. There we go. If I glue that, I could glue that actually and make a little pocket, couldn't I? Let's just plunge that up a little bit. Okay, so that can open out. This one I folded the piece, I folded that up and then it in like that, not knowing what I was going to do with it. Do we want two pansies together? Not really, do we? Let's have a little rummage through here. What we got? These are just bits that I've printed off the Graphics Fairy. I don't want to cover this up because I like that, but I wouldn't mind having a little sort of flip out thingy-majig, and a little sort of pocket in here would be quite nice, wouldn't it? So let's just fold that over. Fold that over, and I'm going to just fold this little bit over, just a little bit like this. Just to make that. So this would stick to here, and that would fold out, wouldn't it? Like that. Let's just see. So that can be in there. Might actually do that. Use the whole piece up. Fold that down. It's not very level. Let's put this out of the way. I think I need to fold that over just a little bit. So we're level with that bit. There we go. So that will go on it like this. That will sit on it like that, won't it? And then this can just come out. Should it come out? Do we want it lots? Should we have it in pockets? Like this. We need something to sort of hold it, to flip it out, don't we? That was a bit too big. That's good. I like that. We shall chop this down a little bit. Let's just rip this. I'm going to rip this end because that's got like a little jaggedy end. So let's just take that down to here. There we go. Lovely. That will come out, and then, because I don't want this, don't really want that to be covered because that's too nice, isn't it? But it'll be covered like that. I think I'm going to add a few little pockets into here. Shall we use that, or shall I use, where's my little bit that I took off? Here it is. Very nice. Let's put that to the side. Let's grunge this up a little bit more. And here. There we go. A little bit, tiny bit. I think because this is like a little bit of a vintagey piece of paper, I think we can use the ink on here. Let's just grunge that up a little bit. There we go. And this bit. Bit of distressing, a little bit of ink makes it look a little bit old, doesn't it? I'm going to get a piece of paper like this. That's the other side, that's this side. And do this. I meant to have changed the cover of my table, but I haven't yet. I don't know where the time goes, guys. I really don't. Do you? Time seems to go very fast at the moment. Or it seems to be, it has for a long time. I think I should get all these things done in one day, and there is absolutely no chance. I wake up with all these fabulous ideas of what I want to do in the day. And by the time I've had lunch, they've all gone out the window. All gone out the window completely. But I suppose that's the way it goes, isn't it? Oopsie. Okay, like that little bit. I'm going to add some little flowers onto this, although because it's vintagey, I still want some beautiful flowers on here. So I was going to put a pocket in this bit, wasn't I? Should we make that? That's nice. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to rip this down like that. Put that together as a little pocket. Now, what I could use is a little bit of washi tape. I did have a little spare bit of this, which I could put on here, couldn't I? Let's have a look. Let's just stick that on. Pop that together and make a little pocket. And that can just sit on there like that. What I might do as well, I might just quickly sew just a little bit on there. Let's just take that off. What can I put along the top? A little bit of this. Oh, I'll tell you what I do need, what I am going to do while I'm away. I'm going to, before I go, I'm going to colour some seam binding and then make some seam binding flowers while I'm away. I think I could probably do that while I'm travelling actually, couldn't I? Sit on the plane and do a little bit of sewing. Yes, I might do that. Okay, I'm going to just quickly sew that across the top and then make a little, and just sew it around the outside because that's not going to hold it, I don't think. and then I can just stick it onto the page. Or shall I just, oh no, I'm not going to, I'm going to stick it to the page. Right, 2 seconds. Okay, so that's very, very simple. Nice little sewn pocket that we can just pop onto there, which is lovely. Let's just cut these little bits off. Oops. Let's use a little bit of tacky glue. I've left the lid off, so, oh, there we go. Oh, I thought it might have dried up a little bit. There we go, lovely. Stick that on there. Little pocket, fabulous. And that just opens up. Let's just make sure we're stuck down. Shall we have a little tuck? Maybe we'll have a little randomly tuck there, shall we? So we can pop something in. I want to try and use up all the bits of paper. So if I sort of like tear up or cut up a piece of paper, I want to be able to sort of add it back in, because I have, you know, got such a pile of scrap paper that I really don't need anymore. What happened to the other bit we had? This bit that we tore off. I can use that somewhere else. That's quite nice. That's like a little cherub, isn't it? That's quite cute. Maybe I'll just stick him on the outside bit. Just going to stick this on as is. Oh, we've got that colour. No, I like that. I like this one. Let's just go around here. A little bit of tacky glue. Pop that on. There we go. Super. So that's a little start. I know we've got this bit as well we can add on to. But I think, wasn't quite sure whether to sew on here or not before I actually stick it into the journal. What do you think? I don't think I need to. I might just put that there like that. So it sort of like sticks out. Sticks out a little bit. Shall we have a little bit of this on there? A little bit of this. Open this up. A little bit more, I think. It's probably quite difficult for you to see this, isn't it? The little bit of tooly stuff, but I'm just going to sort of lay that down like that, and I'm going to get a little bit, this has got a little fold in it, so I'm going to get the glue gun and just go down through there, just so it holds some of that on. Put this bit in like that. So then we've got like a little pulley thing, which looks nice. Let's see. I've got a feeling I'm going to have to print off a fair few more of my lovely little flowers on here, because I'm going to get through these quite quickly. Oh, I like that one on there. Oh, but then it's got that one there. The little purple one. Not that it really matters, does it? What do you think? I think that would look quite nice then in the front of here, wouldn't it? Do you think? On there. Gosh, I'm loving these. Yes, definitely. Let's just have a little grunge of this up. Like that. I'm just wondering, I've got an envelope. I did have the top of this envelope somewhere. I don't know what I did. Here it is. This is like a little grungy bit. I wanted to add just a little bit of something behind there. What do you think? Does it need it? I don't think so. We can always add that on afterwards, can't we? Let's just ink this on here. Now, I was actually having a little sort of message from Lorette Chandler when I was saying about my inks, and she said that she uses other different colour inks. Now, I am going to start using a few more different colours. I used this on here and it sort of came out like a purpley colour. This is from Journal Say. This is Retro Ink. This is Rose Ash. It comes out quite a nice colour actually. It's sort of like, because I've got brown or something on here, it comes out like a little purpley colour. And I think that will look quite nice on here, won't it? With our little purple pansies. Not daisies, pansies. What do you think? That's nice. This way. That's lovely, isn't it? That's very nice. Let's just add a little bit to this one. Don't think we'll see that. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Let's pop that out of the way so I don't use that. I'll stick that one on in a minute. I'm going to stick that. Let's stick that there. Now this bit that I was going to use would probably go on here, but then I had the other idea of sewing this. Let's put this to the side. I'm trying to think as I'm working. I did have the other idea of just sort of like tacking it here, so this is like the edge of this page, which I think would look quite nice, because I did think about wrapping it around, but I think I quite like the idea of just sewing that. So anyway, I'm going to stick this down. I'm going to stick this down here. Let's just get some glue on here. I think it has dried up just a tad. There we go, that's better. I think I'm going to have fun working with these papers because they are just beautiful. I love them. Okay. Let's stick that down. So then that will come out. How lovely for the beginning to the start of our little journal. Let's put that down. I like this page. I might have something to put a pocket in there, but something a little bit clear, maybe a little vellum pocket or something. That's going to go like that. That will come over, and we will attach another pocket to this one. Fabulous. Well guys, a good start. Oh, I forgot to put this on, didn't I? Let's pop you on there. Love it. Just going to get, this is the other one with a little bit of the purpley colour on there. Okay, like that. I'm going to use some 3-in-1 actually. although I have had it standing up the right way. So what should we do? We need to do all of it except for this sort of top end bit. There we go. Lovely. And that little cheruby thing is just popping out from the side. Look at that. That looks great, doesn't it? Put that up the right way. So there we go. That's the start of our lovely journal. How exciting. I think that's fabulous. And what I will do next, I will add to this bit here. So I won't use another daisy one, but I will add to that on here, but I will probably do it with a little connection paper like that, or bend a little piece over, but I will do that next time, like that. So if I just fold this in half long ways, this will be our little connector to connect the pages together. So that would stick on there, that will stick on there, and then you've just got your other page like that. Love it. Love, love, love. So there we go, guys. They are fabulous. This will just come out like that. A little pocket. Pop something in there. I will probably pop a little pockets or something on this side. I don't mind if it's quite chunky. It will probably be a little bit bigger than this anyway. We'll probably have this at the bottom and then them coming out this way as the front page. But love it. So there we go, guys. Lovely papers. These are going to be in the shop. They will be in the shop now. And I'm loving how I've actually printed on both sides. I think they look fabulous. So another little quick flip through. I hope this is the right way round. Like that. But they are just lovely. Lovely, lovely. I do like this bluey colour. Bluey green. It's beautiful, isn't it? Super, super, super. So there we go, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Have a fab rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.